Hello. Welcome back to another video. This week we're doing a guide on the absolute goddess that is Zibai. We go over artifacts, weapons, talents, and overall kit, as well as a constellation showcase at the end. So stick around to the very end to see some very fun numbers, and like and subscribe if you like the video, and comment down below if you learned anything new, or favorite thing about Zibai or this patch. Thanks, and enjoy. Bye bye. Okay, so Zibai, this absolute goddess of a woman, is out. And she is a lunar crystallized DPS, main DPS. So her skill, her kit is heavily based on lunar crystallized reactions and dealing damage that way. She mainly scales with defense percent, which is great, as most geos are, so that's nice. She does want some elemental mastery, not too much, but mainly defense, crit, and some elemental mastery there. So let's get into weapons. Her best in slot is going to be her signature weapon, the Light-Bearing Moon Shard. It's a signature. It's going to be the best in slot. That's why it's a signature. It gives crit damage, defense increase, and lunar crystallization increase damage as well by 20% for defense, and then 64% for lunar crystallized. Another weapon that would be good is, if you have it, Chiori's Uraku Misugiri. It gives all the stats that she needs. Yes, it is a 5-star, and it is Chiori's weapon. So if you don't have her signature, but you somehow have this one, it is a good choice as well. The best free-to-play option is going to be the Harbinger of Dawn. And it's a 3-star weapon, but it is a dang good 3-star weapon. I still need to level it a bit, but I am broken Genshin, so level 70 has been good. But yeah, it gives crit damage, as well as if your HP is above 90%, you get 28% crit rate at R5. And it's pretty easy to R5 since it is a 3-star weapon. And it's easier to maintain the 90% HP because she does scale off defense and she creates shields and stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier to keep that crit rate, which is very nice. Let's do artifacts next. So, the best artifact set for her is the Night in Sky's Unveiling. This is probably the best lunar reaction damage set for DPSs that there is. So if you have like Flynn's or Never, they're probably on the set too, and you probably have some pieces that they couldn't use. That's what happened in my case. It was pretty easy to build her because I had a lot of pieces. For main stats, we want HP, flat HP in the flower, like normal, flat attack in the feather, like normal. Those ones are always going to be that way. We would want defense percent in the timepiece, defense percent in the goblet. Geo damage bonus is not going to be good for her because lunar reactions do not scale off of elemental damage. They are their own type of damage, so that's not going to be good for her. So stick with defense percent goblet. That will be the best for her. And then depending on what you're needing, you can do crit rate or crit damage for the circlet. I chose crit rate because my substats had a lot of crit damage, as well as her ascension secondary, or like her ascension stat is crit damage, so she does get a lot of crit damage. As well as a weapon having crit damage. So I went with crit rate just because that's what I was needing more of. For substats, you want to focus on defense percent, crit rate and crit damage, some elemental mastery, and maybe some energy recharge, depending on how long it takes for you to get her burst and things up and running. So you'd want to mainly focus on crit, stats, defense, elemental mastery, and then when needed, energy recharge. So for like a stat goal for Zibai, you'd want 2,500 plus on her defense, crit rate between 40 and 50% because the artifact set will give her 30% crit rate when you have 2 not cry units, so she'll be around 70%. So if you have 40 to 50, that should be good. For crit damage, you'd want about 175 plus. Elemental Mastery, 100 to 200 is good. It keeps her damage consistent, as well as having around 110 to 130 energy recharge. So those are some good stats to use her full benefits and her kit to the fullest if you want to get to those as close as possible. We are going to move on to talents. Woo! Zibai's kit mainly focuses around her elemental skill. Her normal attack isn't the most useful for her kit, so you don't have to bother raising these. I would definitely have priority in raising her skill, and then her burst, and then however you want. If you wanted to raise her normal attack, you can, but mainly focus on these two. So her elemental skill, when she uses it, she goes into a special mode where she infuses her normal attacks with geo damage and can use a special strike to do lunar damage, lunar crystallized damage, and more damage at that. Her burst does 2 attacks, and they're both defense percent, so she scales off a defense percent, and it just does 2 attacks of geo damage and then lunar crystallization damage as well. So her first ascension talent is when she casts her skill, or when party members trigger Moonlight Drift, she gains the Selenic Descent effect for 4 seconds, and the second hit of her skill, her enhanced skill, is increased by 60% of Zibai's damage, so it just increases her damage. Zibai's second ascension talent, other Geo party members increase Zibai's defense by 15%, Hydro party members increase their elemental mastery by 60%. So it depends on what teams you have. You usually only want Hydro and Geo on teams with Zibai to maximize her damage, and you'll probably have at least 2 to 3 Geo members in the party, so you'll max out the defense fairly easy. The passive talent, when a party member triggers a hydro crystallization reaction, it will be converted to a lunar crystallization reaction. With every 100 defense that Zibai has increasing the lunar crystallized base damage by 0.7%, maximum of 14%. So I believe the max is around 2,000 defense. That maxes out this passive talent. So yeah, if you want to shoot for 2,000, put 2,000 to 2,500 or more, that's good. So her second passive talent is actually really cool. So in the nighttime between this time, she will restore 1 elemental energy every 2 seconds. It does not work in domains, does not work in Spiral Abyss, but it's cool that she can gain her ultimate at night. And you don't have to worry about regenerating particles. She can do that by herself. So it's really, really cool and unique, and I personally really enjoy it. It's fun just seeing the meter fill, and you can have her burst. It's really fun. Okay. Constellations. I'm going to preface this. You do not need to spend money or get any constellations for Zibai to be functional. She is great at C0. Spend wisely. She works just fine at C0, and it's insane how well she's worked at C0. I was lucky enough to get her up to C2. Her first constellation basically gives her an immediate use of her enhanced skill and raises the times you can use it up to 5 times. Normally it's 4 times. And it increases the second hit by 220%, so she gets more damage output. Wow. The second one increases the lunar crystallized reaction damage by 30% when in that enhanced skill state. She also increases the hit of the second hit in the Spirit Steed Stride, so the enhanced skill is further increased by 550% of Zibai's defense. And this is for all of the second hits of the Spirit Steed Stride. So this increase, the 220%, is only for the first time you use the skill. This is for every single time you use the skill. Constellation 3 and 5 just level her skill and ult. The fourth constellation adds another damage boost to her enhanced skill. So the next time she uses her attacks, an additional attack from the fourth hit will deal 250% damage of the original lunar crystallized reaction damage. Her C6 is AC6. This actually sounds really cool. While Zibai is in the lunar phase shift mode, her phase shift radiance gain rate is increased by 50%, so she can get her enhanced skill faster, 50% faster. Additionally, Spirit Steed Stride will change such that will consume all phase shift radiance that will elevate the damage dealt by this instance for Speed Steed Stride and the lunar crystal damage dealt by Zibai within the next 3 seconds by 1.6% for every point consumed above 60 or 70. This effect cannot stack. So she just does her attacks faster and can gain them faster, and she does more damage for the amount over the cap of 70 now. She does more damage. So that is Zibai's kit and just how to build. I will be showing damage constellation showcase because I do have her C0 and I'll have her C2. And I wanted to wait for the guide to show how much more damage she does with more constellations. So yeah, before we do the showcase, I'm going to talk about team compositions. Woo! So this is her premium team. We have Zibai, Columbina, Itlua, and Goro. We have the 3 Geos, so she'd be getting a boost to her defense and then a boost to her elemental mastery. If you don't have Columbina, Aino is a good substitute for Columbina. Yelan is a good switch, good stand-in for Columbina if you don't have her. She can apply Hydro pretty quickly, and whenever
Who's our target?
Zibai makes it a normal attack, she can apply Hydro pretty well. But if you have Columbina, where is she? Columbina is her best support. Columbina is just the best support in all lunar reactions. So Goro and Itlua are great supports for her. Itlua enhances her lunar crystallized reaction damage, so just buffs that as amazing, and Goro just buffs Geo characters and is amazing and is an amazing support. You can use Shilonen. I haven't tried her yet, but she is a great support as well, and I'm sure would work just fine. I want to try different teams, so we'll go to the test dummy. Okay. Hello there.
Be gone, Shadow of Darkness! Charge! Press the advantage!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite to dust!
Okay. Let's try it again with this.
You got this! Behold the dawn! Pull in! Rally!
Maybe.
Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite to dust!
Okay. Okay.
Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, Shadow! Advance! Press the advantage!
Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey. The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite to dust!
While the light shines bright, behold! Rally!
Quiet now. Game's up. Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite to dust!
Okay. So, yeah, not as much damage there. Okay, so yeah, around the same. Not as much lunar crystallized damage as with Aino, but yeah, she is a good option there. So now let's try it with Columbina.
Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, Shadow of Dark... Charge! Press the advantage!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Light the dust!
It's already a really big improvement.
Light the dust!
Yeah, that's already a very big improvement there. Wow. Okay, let's do it one more time.
You got this! Light compelled! Pull in! Rally!
Be cleansed! Divine light, shield them! Light the dust!
Okay. Nice. Okay. Here we go. C1.
While the light shines bright, be gone! Charge! Everyone on me!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines!
Oh, wow.
Light the dust! Light the dust!
Okay. So yeah, that was already a very big increase there.
Go get him, Aiden! Behold the dump! Press the advantage!
Divine light, shield them! Light the dust!
Oh, wow.
Light the dust!
So it's mainly in that first hit that it really gets more. Wow. Okay, dang. Dang, girl. Okay, darling. There you go. Talk to the gentleman here.
Converge!
While the light shines bright, behold... Charge! Rally!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Light the dust!
Holy!
Light the dust!
Whoa! Holy crap! Okay. That was a lot. That was a big raise in damage there.
You got this! Light compelled... Advance! Press the advantage!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Light the dust!
That's almost 600k.
Light the dust!
And she can do a lot more. Dang! Holy crap! Dang! Okay. Okay, girl. I see you.
While the light shines bright, behold... Charge! Everyone on me!
Without further ado, divine light, shield them! Light the dust! Light the dust!
Wow. So Zibai is an amazing main DPS, and the fact that we get a new Geo character that actually works pretty well, easy to build, and a fun character to play, I think she is a fine pickup if anyone wants her. She hits hard, very easy to build with the defense as her main stat, so good luck to those that are wishing for her, and happy Lantern, right? Oh, we meet again! Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I hope I entertained you enough for you to consider subscribing and just following my process of figuring out this whole VTuber thing. It's gonna be a wild ride. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.